Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Mike, and today I got another stock for you guys that is getting pretty much ready and set up to take off very soon. We just need another few days for confirmation that it is the bottom, and this stock will have liftoff. I know a lot of you are going to hate me for this stock, but this is not how stocks works. You don't buy because you hate a stock. You buy because the stock is going to make you profits, and that's the only reason we are going to buy Twitter, ticker symbol TWTR. Where there's a lot of hate, there's going to be a lot of fire, and that fire is going to be used to lift off this rocket ship. And that is what we are going to use, the fire from people's hate, because once they see Twitter is taking off, they're just going to climb on board as well. So with that said, guys, I don't want to waste too much time. Make sure you always smash that like button. Hit subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I really do appreciate it. Come check out my Patreon page. Come join us. Come trade with us. Twitter is going to be an amazing trade, and I would love to have you guys come and trade with it. I will give it a few days, but we are going to go over the charts. We're going to go over the technical analysis. Where is a good area to start targeting, and where is a good area to start selling. So with that said, guys, let's begin. Yeah. Guys, let us check out what is going on with Twitter stock. Ticker symbol is TWTR. As we can see, pretty much the whole market has been on a massive desolation, right? It is just checking out the SPY. It's just been destructive, breaking from all-time highs and beginning to go down. I think SPY has plenty of room to drop. We'll probably see somewhere between 450 to 455 before it probably bounces, or it could go down because your blue line is your 50-day moving average, right? 50-day moving average, and it says about 451 is going to be where your 50-day moving average is going to be, and that's where we can expect the SPY to come relatively all the way down to and pull back up. Well, let's move back to Twitter, because this video is pretty much helping you guys how to trade Twitter, right? Right now, we could probably assume this could be the bottom. It's not 100% certain yet, but it is getting relatively there. All we need is another day or two of flat trading to get a confirmation, and between the boxes here would be a great loading zone. About 46 to about 45, if anything, to all the way up to $48 would be pretty much your loading zone, right? I think it would be a good area to pretty much buy up and add shares all the way here and here, and wait for it, because our first target, of course, is going to be, oh, whoops, sorry about that. Our first target of sell would be around the 52 area dollars. I'm hoping this will easily break. I don't see it would stop here. There's no reason why Twitter would stop here. Our next target will be around 455, 56. The real target for Twitter, I think, is definitely doable, and that's about $60 to $62, maybe even 65. I think this is our real true value target for Twitter. If you're going to hold these shares and go along with them, $60 is going to be a great target zone. I think we can see 60 very soon, a couple of months. Don't expect it to happen overnight, over a few days or weeks. I expect it a couple of months, maybe 2 to 3 months. In the next 2 to 3 months, Twitter should be back to 60 plus. If anything, at least 55 plus. We should see easily 55 plus on Twitter. That is a nice return there. RSI pretty much is just oversold into the extreme. This is exactly the area I personally love buying stocks, into the oversold extreme areas. As we can see, we are about to get a buy signal here. This was your sell signal right there, and histogram is shifting towards momentum, right? It is changing. We had a lot of down, and it is getting smaller and smaller, and the gaps are being bottomed up, right? The bottom is being bought up. We saw a crazy huge pullback on Friday, and it was pretty much immediately bought back up, right? All this scare about some variant, it's all BS, right? We already know there's going to be a new variant every freaking few months, all right? It's not new news. This is old news, all right? And the vaccine not being fully effective against variants is old news too. None of this is new. We already know all this. Everything is just over extreme scare tactics. Some of it is going to be from China. Some of it is being now from South Africa. We already know these BS news. It's BS. This is called BS news to scare people. Scare tactics. So stupid people sell and smart people buy the dip and get really cheap shares, right? Don't be fooled. SPY is on a downtrend. What do you expect? It's been extremely overbought, all right? We expected this to come anyways, right? What is this? We've had about 30 days of green. Come on. We expected a nice pullback to come regardless, all right? We need a good, nice return, about a 10% pullback at least, I'm hoping. We need that. It needs to happen. SPY needs to go back down, 10% pullback. Then it's going to go back up. It's nothing new, right? Oversold, overbought. It's going to happen. SPY will go up. SPY will go down. The whole market will flush out the weak hands. And the people who are going to hold and are the strong hands are going to come out true and virtuous. And they're going to make the absolute real money, right? If we go look over here at tip ranks, they say Twitter is worth about $70. I think Twitter is way too is not worth 70, right? This is just a 50% upside. It's crazy. I think about a $60 is the true value for Twitter. If I was supposed to give a true value for Twitter, $60 would be my true value. A lot of these analysts are actually saying 70, and it was just last month. That's crazy, right? A lot of them, they saw how bad they did in earnings, and they're like, we gotta reiterate our what our price target, and they're bringing it back down to around 70. I think that's still too high. Even 64, 65 is too high. This guy is saying if it hits 64, sell. Yeah, I probably would sell at 64 too. I would agree with this guy. And look at this. This guy has been 66%. He's a 5-star rater. These people, I don't even know why the heck he's doing 5 stars when he's giving outrageous targets, 77. This guy is JP Morgan analyst. He's giving outrageous buy here, right? Like, especially this guy, right? Where are you guys getting these estimates from, right? Twitter is not a cash flow company. They're losing money, right? It's definitely not worth 80, and it's nowhere really worth $70 a share. If I were to say, it would be worth about 60 to 65. That's fair value for Twitter. That's where I plan to hold and sell. You can make a lot of calls selling weekly calls on Twitter. They make pretty much nice, decent profits if you're selling weekly calls. As we can see on Friday, it had a massive pull down to about $46, and then it moved back up all the way by the close. It was around 47, right? It got bought back up. Pretty much the dip got bought back up, right? It was pretty much no, people are saying we already know these news, right? And as we can see, Twitter is not a cash flow company, right? It has never been a cash flow company. It's always been down, right? All these net incomes, by the end of the year, it just gets flushed out. Look at that. How much money they're losing. That's because they're spending a lot of money to upgrade their system. It's not a cash flow company, right? Twitter is obvious. It is not a profit marginal company, right? It's been reporting losses for years, and nobody really likes Jack Dorsey, right? The CEO is a scumbag. Nobody really likes this guy. He's always on the hate list on the Republicans. The Republicans hate this guy. A lot of people hate this guy. A lot of people hate Twitter, but you guys are going to fuel the fire for me, and I'm going to ride this rocket ship right back to about 60 to 65. And this is going to be another one of my best calls that I've made for the year, right? I already know this stock is going to go back up. Why? Because it's on the S&P 500. Pretty much any stock on the S&P 500 recovers, right? At least they have a 50% retracement. And if we were to look at this, we would get about, if we go to 60, about a 29 to 30% return, right? If you're going to the 60, you about to get a 29%. If you're going to the 65, Oh, wow. If you go over 65, you'll get like a 40%. I don't think it was going to go there. I think 30 to 35% is fair. 60 to 65 bucks is a fair value for Twitter. We're going to see that going there. It's already oversold. TSI and MACD are about to give you a buy signal here. And pretty much the histogram is already shifting towards momentum. If we give it 1 or 2 more days, we can get a good confirmation if this is the bottom or not. I just need about 2 more days of flat, solid trading for it to be confirmed, right? If we get a lift off and it breaks 48.50, like if it breaks this, right? We break 48.50, it's a breakout. We know this is a buy signal and it's just going to take off. It might have a day or two of pullback and it's just going to keep going up. We know that, all right? All we have to do is see this for the next 2 days and see where it's headed, all right? If it's going to break this 46 area, it breaks, then it's not the bottom, right? Obviously, that is not the bottom. If it breaks, right? It breaks 46, it's not the bottom. If it takes off and it breaks 48, then you just missed the bottom, really, and you should be getting into the stock before it truly takes off, and that's 50 bucks, right? 50 bucks is the most I would pay per share because I'm not 100% certain this will go to 60 to 65, all right? I'm just saying if it does break 50, we can easily see 60 to 65 coming up. That is a fair value for Twitter. Anything below that just doesn't make sense. Thanks again for watching my video. As always, make sure to destroy that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so YouTube could alert you when my next video comes out. Also, guys, feel free to add me on Instagram. I pretty much post there daily. I post some buys and sell signals here and there as well on there. So make sure to do check me out on Instagram. Also, leave a comment below. Let me know what other stocks you would like me to do a video on. Or if you have a question on a specific stock, leave a comment below and I'd be happy to help you guys out and answer any questions you have. Also, make sure to check out my Patreon page. Come join us. Come trade with us. We're making some crazy returns on these stocks. We have been pretty silent and we have been waiting for the bottom, and the bottom has started to come in. A lot of tax harvesting has been kicking in the past few weeks, and I'm pretty certain it is going to stop and the bottom is going to be pretty much noted, and a lot of bottoms are going to be bottomed up, and we're going to have a lot of 50% retracements on a lot of these stocks that have been going down harshly. So with that said, guys, make sure to get your 2 free stocks from WeBull. All you got to do is sign up using the link below for the platform, and they give you an automatic free stock. And if you deposit just $5, WeBull will give you a second stock worth from all the way up to $8 to up to $2,000. Get your 2 free stocks from WeBull. Link in the description box below for that. If you want another free stock, of course, FirstTrade gives out pretty decent stocks as well. Link to that one in the description box below as well. And of course, finally, we have Robinhood, the mothership of all motherships, the easiest app platform to use for people who are beginners and new traders. Check out the link for Robinhood and get your free stocks from that as well. Thanks again for watching my video, and until next time, make money with Mike.